feeling? I know I ask you just about every week when you come in here. You feeling a little bit more comfortable as time goes on and more practices under your belt?
Definitely. No setbacks so far. I haven't done anything that makes me concerned about it. But hamstrings is always tricky. So until I think I play a full game, get a full live action, is when I'm gonna get more and more comfortable. But I'm definitely at the point where I'm not thinking about it. But we'll see how it holds up.
Yeah, I mean, how hard is it when you've got an injury like that and the competitive juices are flowing, but you still kind of have to listen to your body?
It's tough. I think the competitive juices is what helps me get through a lot of times because I'm not thinking about it. I'm out there trying to make plays and just not trying to let that hamper me because I feel like the time that I think about that, it's going to make it worse. And I'd say that about all injuries. The more you think about it, the more times you're going to probably re-hurt it or make it worse. So I'm just going out there and taking it step by step in practice and just getting ready for the game.
Coach Smith has said really throughout since the beginning of camp, we're not Carolina ready. We're not Carolina ready. Well, ready or not, the game is here.
Yeah.
How are you feeling right now about that? Do you feel like you guys are, in fact, ready?
I think we are. I mean, I still think we got things to shore up, especially from the last game and just previous games that we had. I don't think you're going to be fully ready until you get to that day. Just the game planning and things like that. We haven't did any of that yet. So once we get all that established and see the direction that they're going to have for us against them, what they think their attacks are going to be against us, I think that's when we're going to get a full readiness for them.
You've had a few seasons now, but your first time in Tampa. What's your overall excitement level like going into week one of the season?
Oh, it's super. It's a lot of excitement. I mean, they brought me here to be a guy for them, to be a special player, like a Gerald McCoy, Levante Davis, just what they bring to the table. They want me to bring that from the cornerback perspective. So it's a lot of excitement because I know the possibilities are endless on this defense and just the amount of hard work we put in and what they think that.
You actually
So it's a lot of excitement. I think that it's going to be a lot of plays to be made out there because I think we're going to stop the run because our front seven is so good. So a lot of stuff is going to fall on us in the secondary. So I'm excited for the challenge.
You said anything is, possibilities around this. I mean, Gerald talked about it's not about potential, it's about what you do. What do you think this defense is capable of doing this season?
I mean, it's kind of what I said. Why not top five? I don't like to put statistical numbers on things, but I think it's going to be a defense that when teams look at us on film, they're going to be worried about us. They're going to be worried about having to probably run the ball because we're going to be physical. When the ball's in the air, they're going to have to worry because we're going to have a lot of ball hawks and people trying to get to the ball. We're going to be flying around. It's not going to be too many people just left out there on the island because people are going to be running. We're going to have each other's backs, and that's what you're going to see on film. So, everybody wants the stats and say top 5, top 10, the best one, but you're going to see a defense that's going to be relentless, and teams are going to fear us when they see us on film. They're like, you know what, we got to come and bring our A game because that's what we're going to bring.
Will you be disappointed if you guys aren't one of the elite defenses in the NFL?
Oh, yes, no question. If we're not one of the best and most talked about defenses, then I think that is a disappointment. We got too much talent on our end, and we put in too much work, so I'm not even thinking about that as a possibility. I already know what we're going to do, but anything short of that, yeah, that's going to be a disappointment.
You handled it so well when you stepped in here when you said, I'm not Darrell Revis, I'm my own guy. Do you think there are still expectations?
Oh, no question. No question. When you have a Darrell Revis on any team and you supposedly are taking his spot or supposedly filling his shoes, no matter what, it's going to be expectations. And I'm fine with that. I put a lot of expectations on myself, and I expect to be the best cornerback on the field regardless of who we're playing. And so regardless if Darrell Reeves was here or not here, we can be playing against Darrell Reeves. I'm going to be the best corner out there on the field, and I'm going to let my play speak for it. So I'm putting more pressure on myself than anybody on the outside can put on me. But, it's going to be that expectations from other people because of that.
I know defenses compete against offenses, but in some ways, Levy said our defense has got to be better than their defense.
Yeah.
In some ways, is it a throwdown defensively? Is what they have? Is what we have?
No question. Because, if you just keep it simple, you are playing against the offense. But if you outperform that other defense, then that means more times than not you're going to win. If they get an interception, we get 2 interceptions. I like our chances of winning more than their chances of winning. If they score a touchdown, we score 2 touchdowns on defense. I like our chances of winning more than theirs. So, it is us competing against them, which inadvertently makes us go against the offense.
Gerald said that Columbia was running by their numbers last year, and they were pretty impressive. Two.
Oh yeah. And when it jumped out at you, it was a lot of single digits. And I mean, anybody that paid attention to football knew that their defense was very solid. I mean, Luke Kuechly being the leader of that defense, and he was Defensive Player of the Year for a reason. And you see everybody else play well around him, so they're going to be a tough challenge. And for us being week 1, and to come in and try to the Defensive Player of the Year defense. I mean, it's going to be a big task for us, but I think we'll surprise some
Gerald
people.
also said no defense has swagger until they do something. Do you expect by the end of the season this defense to have a little swag to it?
Oh yeah, I think it's going to hit pretty early, in my opinion. But I agree with Gerald. I mean, you can look good on paper, you can do all you want, but until you put it in action, it's just all words. And like I said, it's on paper. So I think you're going to see a lot of that coming to fruition for us as the season move on.